Hello, Kiddaroos. I'm going to talk to you about how to make your day scale model. So things that you're going to need is you're going to need the printout of the meter stick. You should have gotten 3 of those in the class the other day. Remember, you're going to make one of your day, then you're going to make one of your life, and then we'll work on making one of the geological time scale. This is my dog, Lucy. She's a little princess. She's not going to look at the camera. She's being shy. You need scissors, you'll need some glue, a calculator, and probably a writing utensil. So the first thing you're going to need to do is construct the meter stick. Make sure that you do all your gluing or taping on the back because you're going to be writing on the front. So each of these colors represents what you should cut out on your meter stick. So you want to leave this part right here, this line, with the measurements, because you're going to write stuff here on this line. Don't cut it off, keep them together. So you cut out these 4 pieces, and that's what you should have when you're done cutting out the handout. So if you look at the end of each of the strips that you just cut out, there's a little space between the box and where the last tick mark is. So you're going to want to trim this off so that it'll line up perfectly. Each end will probably have that on it, so make sure you trim those off before you start gluing. Next, if you'll notice that each one overlaps. So if we look at the first strip, at the end of it, it goes 25, 25 and a half, 26, and then about 3 more tick marks, so 26.3. And then if we look at the beginning of the 30 strip, you'll notice that it also has 25, 25 and a half, and 26. They make that overlap so that you can have when you glue them together, that it'll be seamless. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to line up this 26 with this 26, and then you're going to glue it. You need to make sure that you have 4 little marks in between each one of these half marks. Again, you're going to line up this 26 with this 26. So you're going to put some glue and then line it up and put them together. Always try to put it on the same thing to where the glue is on the bottom piece. So then it should look like this. You should have one section with 2 of the strips. And you're going to keep doing that until you get the whole thing lined up together. Remember, make sure you take off these little spaces that are on each end. Okay, to make your day model, which means we're going to squeeze all the events of one day of your life onto 100 centimeters, we need to divide the meter stick into how many hours equals a centimeter. Just like a scale on a key, how many miles equals an inch, or 4 centimeters, or 2 centimeters. So to do that, if you remember, Mr. Anderson talked about proportions when he did his scale video that we watched. So we know that we have 100 centimeters, and we're going to use 25 hours instead of 24 hours, so that when we divide these, we get an even 4. If we divided 100 by 24, we end up with 4.12, and that doesn't make for fun math. So we're going to pretend like there's 25 hours in a day. So the first step you're going to do on your meter stick, once you get it all glued together, is that every 4 centimeters is going to be at an hour. So you want to start with what time you get up in the morning to the nearest hour. So I get up at 5 o'clock, believe it or not, press the snooze button for another 20 minutes, and then I'm ready to get up, brush my teeth, and get ready for school. So I'm going to start at 5 o'clock, and I'm going to count over 4 centimeters, and that's going to equal 1 hour of my day. And so you want to go through your whole meter stick, and you're going to want to put in all the hours. So 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So that's the first thing you want to do. With this scale, we can also divide this up into other things that we can use, because it doesn't take an hour for me to drive to school. It takes about 30 minutes. So if I divide then I can use the proportion of 2 centimeters is going to equal 30 minutes, and 1 centimeter is going to equal 15 minutes. So if I drive to school, which I do, from 6 o'clock to about 6:30-ish, then this area here would represent my drive to school. So I wake up, I eat, press the snooze button, I get up and brush my teeth, comb my hair, put on a little bit of makeup, eat breakfast, make sure I have all my electronics in my bag, make sure the dogs are all happy, and then it's time to leave. Or we can use 15 minutes. So maybe it takes me 15 minutes to put my makeup on. Maybe it takes me another 15 minutes to eat breakfast. So that way I can divide up my time there also. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put in things for your day. So on the top of your scale, you'd put what you do at what time. So the more creative you get with this, the more it's a possibility that you can get some bonus points, extra credit, mercy points, something like that. So you notice from here to here, leave for school. This was when I lived a little farther away from school in Dahlonega. So I had to leave at 5:30 and got there about 6:30. So here's my car. Not my car that I have now, of course, but it's purple. And I get to work, and then I'd sit and suffer doing lesson plans, grading papers, that sort of thing. And then I have a little study session in the morning and ready to go for school. So this is what you're going to want to make.